Hey, Average Father here, back to do another P365 X-Macro video. So I've been getting a ton of questions about rust, and I did a little bit of a review on the Sig Sauer P365 X-Macro, the Holosun 507K, and the Trex Arms holster. I wanted to talk about the rust and kind of give another overview, pull breakdown on this Sig now that I've had it for a few months now, and I've fired quite a few rounds through it. So let's get started with that. But first, here we are. So here's that T-Rex holster. I don't like running the sidecar. I think the magazine kind of pushes out and you can see it, but with this it's okay to carry an appendix or at like the 3 or 4 o'clock position. We can get started by just reviewing the magazine. So I have a spare magazine to keep it in my pocket every day, and this does not have any rust on it whatsoever. This thing, gets sweaty. My leg sweats on it, and haven't had any issues yet. I don't have any issues with the gun malfunctioning at all, so overall I've been pretty satisfied with that. I did pick up an extra magazine just for shooting at the range and whatnot. Sometimes I'll throw this in my pocket and carry it too. But let's look at the gun itself. So first I'm gonna make sure this gun is safe. So gun's safe. Don't have a magazine in. Don't see a round. Can't feel around the chamber. Looks good. So here's the P365 X-Macro Holosun 507K. Let me see if I can capture this sight for you guys. It's pretty bright out here. You can just see a faint glow of it. That's the 2 MOA dot with the 32 MOA circle. If we start looking at it up close here, I don't see any rust. I'm actually gonna jump around the backside here. So if we look at the firearm up close, there is not a lick of rust on this thing. A little oily there. Let me break this down so you guys can see the inside as well. Alright, and if you look here at the lower, there is no rust here either. Along here, there's nothing here. This gun's a little oily. And if we look here at the top of the gun, same thing. No real concerning issues here. Looks good. The rest of the spring, nothing. Here's a look at that barrel. Here you have it. I'm gonna throw this back in here and then we'll talk about this gun. Remember, when you put this back together, make sure you're checking for reset here. So okay, so let me talk about the gun itself. I love the concealability of it. I love how thin it is. It feels comfortable. I like the grip. It feels really well in my hand. I absolutely love being able to put a sight on there, or an optic, excuse me. The optic is an absolute game changer. I've always naturally been a fairly decent shot. I'd say just, a little above average. No marksman expert, but with the sight, the optic, you can shoot clear up to 50 yards pretty easily with just a little bit of practice. When I went out shooting, and I'll put a clip of that in here of me messing around with this gun.
Action.
I was shooting a water bottle at 32 yards, not really even trying, every shot, just kind of plinking it along. So I was super impressed with that. I haven't seen any of the wear and tear that I hear about on YouTube. I've heard the rust complaints. I've heard, the drop complaints that it's not necessarily safe. That's a myth. That used to be on an old like P220, I think, is what was having issues. I'm not concerned about this gun whatsoever. I really enjoy it. It fits my needs really well, and I'd say just for the price, what you get for it is really, really well. A good value. You have a good concealable firearm. It's accurate. It has a good trigger, and you can put an optic on it fairly easily. So I'd be happy to answer anybody's questions that they have about this firearm itself, and give you my limited, opinion on it. I've only had it for 3 months, and go from there. So if you like this content, or you have any other questions, any other video ideas, let me know. Like it, comment on here, and then subscribe if you don't mind helping me out. Helps me make videos like this. So thanks for watching. Catch you next time.